In today's video, I'm going to be using the Palette Deluxe Permanent Hair Dye, and the colour that I've chosen is Chocolate Brown. So if you want to see me apply this and the end results, just stick around. Welcome back to Selfcare Karen. It is lovely to have you here. Apologies for looking the way that I do. Literally woke up maybe half an hour ago and wanted to do this as sort of the first thing that I do. I've had some breakfast, but I want to get the hair dye on. I want to film lots of videos after, but I want to have it with the dyed hair. So Selfcare Karen is all about empowering busy women with their self-care. I've got hundreds of beauty product reviews. I've got so many focusing on hair care, and within that, hair dyes. So if you're interested in finding out about the other dyes that I've used, and I dye my hair a lot, so there are a lot of videos, then please just check out my channel. I also have lots of guided meditations on here and a practice called EFT. Off YouTube, I sell products and services related to female self-care, including custom crafted meditation scripts and videos, and the same for EFT. So I've got custom crafted, pre-written as well, scripts, and I do personalized videos too, as well as skincare consultations. So take a look at my website if you would like to know more, selfcarekaren.com. I do have a mailing list, and if you join the mailing list, you will get access as like a welcome gift to 3 downloads. And then once you're on the mailing list, you get access to exclusive discounts. I send 2 emails a month, and I share, what I've been up to, and, videos and what have you that have come along, and also sort of more kind of self-care orientated messaging. All right, just to let you know, this video is absolutely not sponsored. I have purchased this product with my own kachinga, and I will be sharing my honest reviews. I'll be doing it live here in the video. You'll see as I go through. But I do want to let you know that I am an Amazon associate, which means I may earn from qualifying purchases. That means that where products that I talk about are available on Amazon, I usually include an affiliate link. If you decide to buy, no obligation of course, then I might earn a small commission. I use the money that I earn to feed back into this channel so I can keep bringing content to you. All right, so I have not heard of this brand before. Have you heard of this brand before, Palette? I got this on Amazon. I was basically a bit disillusioned from my last dyeing experience, which was with the Clairol Colour Studio. I did Hazelnut Brown. I will link that video here. And I was disillusioned because I'm not sure that I left the product on long enough, even though I followed the instructions, and it didn't quite catch all of the root line that I've got. So that was kind of a higher end hair dye. Well, not higher end. I think it was around £9, that hair dye. This one was way cheaper. This was like £4 or something. So I thought, why not? I'll give it a go. And I'll share my experience here. I am perimenopausal. I do have oily roots, and I have over-processed dry ends. Although to say I have been on a bit of a journey with my hair is an understatement, and actually the quality of my hair is in a much better place. You'll see as I've documented it with all the kind of products that I've tried and the different techniques. Actually, I've got a really good kind of roundup video of like my top tips, and they're not all product related. They're about, how you treat your hair with kindness and affection. And I'll link that video here just in case you've not seen it. All right. So, the grey. Okay. I appreciate it may not be that noticeable here in this light. I really do need to do something about the lighting in my bathroom. In fact, I need a whole new bathroom. But anyway, that's another story. But to say, and I dyed my hair with the Clairol Colour Studio maybe 3 weeks ago. It wasn't that long. It was, oh, actually, I think it's like the 6th of December, and we are on the, oh my God, is that all? We're on the, no, that can't be. Right, maybe it's the end of November, and now we're sort of, what date is it today? I think it's the 13th of December, so weeks. But I just, immediately I already had like the root line, and I don't like it. And if you can see here, anything that's kind of shimmering, that's because it's grey. That's not because, you know, my hair shimmers or anything. And I just want to cover up the roots. We're coming up to Christmas. This is kind of like my last opportunity before Christmas to cover up the roots. So I'm going to do that, and hopefully this works, because if not, I'm going to have to revert back to using sprays, which is what I've been using for the last 10 days or so. With the Clairol Colour Studio. I do have a video on sort of the 3 different sprays that I've tried out, and I will link that video here just in case you're interested. They're really great stopgap in between dyeing sessions. All right, so let's talk about what's in the box. This says the joy of colour with Palette. Experience long-lasting colour radiance. The rich oil-infused cream formula penetrates the hair with highly concentrated pigments for 100% grey coverage, delivering long-lasting colour radiance. All right, well, you've got me sold. Okay, specially developed moisture retention treatment. After coloration, hair feels deeply moisturised, leaving an incredibly silky, smooth and healthy feel. Our silicone-free formula enhances softness, eases detangling and delivers an irresistible shine. All right, and this is made, I should have researched this. This is by Henkel, which appears to be a German company, but this was made in Slovenia. All right, okay, I haven't done a patch test. You should always do a patch test. Don't do what I do what I say. All right, here we've got the instruction leaflet. Okay, they've got some diagrams. I like having simple instructions. So before I apply the colour, I need to cover my clothing with an old towel. I've got an old dressing gown, excuse me, and I've got I'll take my pyjamas off, and I've got a bra that I use that is white but no longer because it's got so much dye on it. One day I was wearing it and then it just became my dyeing bra, if you like, or my colouring bra. Okay, I need to add the hair dye to my hair on dry, unwashed hair. I washed my hair yesterday, so I think that is classed, that you could define that as being unwashed. Unscrew the cap of the applicator bottle. Okay, this is the applicator bottle. Open the colour cream, pierce the top. All of the amount needs to go into the applicator bottle. Close the bottle again and shake vigorously. Break the tip off and proceed with the application. Okay, it says, now, as always with these ones, there's like 2 ways you can do it. Application for the first time, you leave it on for 30 minutes. And then application for regrowth, you put it on for 20 minutes to 2/3 of it you put on for 20 minutes on the regrowth area, and then the rest goes on for 10 minutes to the rest of the hair. Ooh, which one to do? You know what? I think I'm going to go rogue. Oh, this is so dangerous. I think I'm going to put like it on the regrowth area for 25 minutes and then maybe just 5 or 10 minutes on the rest of the hair. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, and then you rinse out at the end of the application time. Apply warm water to the hair and work into a lather. Then rinse out thoroughly until the water runs clear. And then you put in the moisture retention treatment, which is in a sachet. I'm going to take some scissors in. Actually, although I think this one might be easy to open because it's sort of like a metallic sachet. Anyway, you never know with these things. I'll take some scissors into the shower with me. Then I leave it on for 2 minutes and I rinse out thoroughly. All right, okay, so let's get going. In terms of equipment, I've also got this butterfly clip just in case I need it. I might not, it depends on the consistency of the dye. And then I've got this microfiber hair turban, which is in a dark colour, so if it gets stained, it's not a problem. And, sorry, that was bathroom sound there. And there is a packet of gloves in with the dye, but let me just see what these look like. Normally the gloves don't fit me very well because I've got very small hands. So I have taken recently to using surgical style gloves that are very close fitting. Especially if you're applying colour twice, because I don't even see how, what do you do with the gloves and for the long time that you have to have them on? Yeah, these are massive, but obviously they have to fit, they have to fit all hand sizes, so I get that, but well, I might just go in straight away with my tight gloves, I'm not sure. Okay, let's mix it up. So I'm going to open up this bottle. Here I'm going to pierce this, take the cap off, pierce the tube, and then we empty it in. Let's see if I can get it all. Oh, it's quite hard to do this one-handed. Last time when I was doing the Clairol Colour Studio, my son, my 7-year-old, was here. He was like my assistant. He loves being part of the videos, but I don't always hang around so he can be. Which bad mummy, but it's just for speed, etc. All right, so let's get that. I think I've got that well out. Okay, now I'm going to, what did they say? Shake vigorously. Oh, I've lost the instructions. I hate that. Right, shake vigorously, I think I remember them saying. Close the bottle again and shake vigorously until all components are thoroughly mixed. Okay. Okay, it says the colour of the mixture of some shades changes during the application process. All right. This has no impact on the colour result. Okay, break off the lid of the upper cap and proceed to the application. All right, I think that is fairly well mixed. Oh yeah, it's sort of changed colour. Okay, let's see how we do with these gloves. So what I will do, I will start to apply here on the camera so you can see what the consistency is like, and I can talk to you about the smell and what have you, if there is any. God, these gloves are hard to get into. Yeah, you see, they're not great. And then I will apply the rest off camera just to make sure I get all of the hairline greys, because I can't really see very well in this, it's too far away. I need a mirror. All right, okay, so I'm going to start off here where it's sort of most visible. I have to break the lid off. Where it's most visible to me. Okay, snap the lid off, that helps. Okay, somewhere on the floor now. Okay, oh, okay. And also, I know that on the crown I get greys, so I'm gonna just saturate that area. Okay, I can't smell anything too strong just yet. Okay. I mean, you know, all this thing about using brushes, for example, to apply, that's what I was trying to do with the Clairol. It wasn't the Clairol brush, admittedly, but I just actually find it a lot easier just to go in, be down and dirty, if you like, with my hands. But maybe that's just sort of the gal I am. Right, so, should have done that. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, it's not as strong as some, but yeah, it's definitely got chemicals in it. But you know what? That's what dyes the hair. I have tried more natural methods, but haven't really been very successful. I've got a video that I did years ago, if you want to have a laugh, of where I tried using black tea to dye my hair. I'll link that video here. But yeah, I just I know someone who's currently using coffee, but yeah, the jury's out as to whether it actually works. All right, I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to continue applying, and I will come back to you and continue documenting or filming this process with you. I did just think of a massive process improvement rather than taking the scissors into the shower with me, why don't I cut the sachet before I get in the shower? I mean, genius or what? Anyway, I've got quite a lot on my face, so I'm going to use a baby wipe and in my ears actually, to clear that off without sort of going too far into the hairline, because as I said, that's where I get like the wispy greys, and that's what I find so visible, and it's quite difficult to spray that area with the sprays, you know, the cover up sprays. So I want to try and get as much as that as possible. And what I do find with hair dye, I mean, obviously I've not used this one before, but even if you do stain your face, it kind of comes off after a few days anyway. And I kind of prefer that than to, you know, not have got every hair, if you like, or all the little bits at the front. The consistency is really good, actually. I really like it because it doesn't drip too much, but it's got enough kind of liquid in it to really move it around quite easily on the hair. So far, so good. I've set a timer for 27 minutes, so I have gone quite a bit rogue. And then I'll come back, I'll do the rest of the hair, leave it on for a few more minutes, and then I will rinse it all out. So see you in a bit. So I'm going in with the blue gloves to cover the rest of my hair. Okay, so I'm back. I didn't notice massive clumps coming off in the bath or in the shower as I was washing it out. I did go a little bit rogue and I used just a dash of shampoo. Actually used this one. Don't scream and shout at me. So this is John Frieda Blonde Plus Repair System, but it's not actually making hair lighter. It's not got any colourant in it. This is really to deal with the damage that you get from, you know, dyeing your hair lighter. So I've been trying this out, and there'll be a video coming out on this system soon. Okay, so it washed out fairly easily. The conditioner was really lovely on. It does have a very kind of strong peachy apricot-y smell, quite sweet. You know, it was fine. Okay, and I've put my hair into this microfiber hair turban, and now I'm going to spray it quite liberally with this John Frieda Frizzy's Miraculous Recovery with Ceramides Daily Miracle Leave-In Conditioner. Could it have a longer name? That was me channeling Chandler from Friends there, I think. Okay, so I'm just gonna spray it on, and I always use a leave-in conditioner now after I've washed my hair, because I find that it helps protect the hair. It's definitely helped my hair, and particularly when it's wet and fragile and needs the love, it helps with slippage, so that when I use my wet brush, okay, it goes through with ease, and I sort of limit the additional damage that I could be doing to my hair. And so when I was using the Clairol, I've got a little bit here, there was quite a lot of hair loss, and I think that is quite typical when you use a hair dye, because you know, it's fragile, you've put strong chemicals on it. If it was about to fall out, it will definitely come out. But it feels like it's a little bit less pronounced than when I used the Clairol. When I was applying my makeup just now, I guess I don't normally apply my makeup in daylight, or in good light, I should say. Oh my God, I have a forest growing on my chin and here, and I need to do my eyebrows. So I might actually try and film a waxing video tomorrow. We'll see if I get the opportunity, but I'm not going to do it now because I just put my makeup on and I've got filming to do, and hopefully in the camera you cannot see the forest growing on my face. All right, so I am going to come back to you in a day or two with dry hair so you can see how the resulting colour is. But for now, I feel like I have got the greys. I've got the greys. I feel like I've covered them well. We'll see how the colour kind of dries out. Yeah, so see you in a minute.
Several days later.
All right, so I dyed my hair on Saturday morning. It's now Tuesday evening. I did, obviously when I washed out the dye, I put a bit of shampoo on my hair. I'm not supposed to, but didn't seem to do anything bad. Sunday didn't wash it. Yesterday morning I washed my hair. Was actually planning to film this yesterday, didn't happen. But I cannot tell you how happy I am with the colour result. I'm just so happy. In fact, I went back and looked to see how much this cost me. Obviously prices vary, could change, but this cost me £3 on Amazon, and I have got a better result than when I used the Clairol Colour Studio, which was £9. Okay, I might have got it on offer, but that's how much it costs at the moment. I am so pleased. I do have a little bit of contrast, so it's definitely a bit lighter here and then it gets darker, and I think that's probably because I'm overlaying so many dyes. This is a problem that I sometimes have. But the actual roots are lovely, and I think just generally my hair looks fine. I don't think it looks like really wrong that I've got a bit of striping. I think it kind of looks a bit natural, but anyway, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. But it covered every single bit of grey. I did go really down to the wire on the hairline, and I did have a bit of stainage, but I don't think it's noticeable now. I think that's kind of come off, and my hair felt fine. I'm just so impressed with this hair dye, and I'm so glad that I found it. Not that I will likely use it again very quickly, because I always want to be trying out new hair dyes so that I can share my experiences with you here on this channel. But so impressed with this dye. Love to hear from you if you've tried this as well, what your results were. That would be so interesting to me. But yeah, I'm just really pleased. I will say, if you have longer or thicker hair than me, you will definitely need 2 bottles. But if you're just doing the roots, so like if I hadn't gone in and done the ends as well, but just did the roots, it would have been plenty. Okay, so yeah, you do have to think, factor that in. But that's with all of the dyes, because they never give you like a massive quantity anyway of the hair dye. So yeah, really impressed with this. That was a really good experience. So yeah, tell me your experiences. Have you tried this? Do you have a favorite hair dye? Let me know in the comments. If you did like today's video, please consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Hit the like button, share the video, or put a comment in. All that kind of engagement really helps this video kind of be pushed out by the YouTube algorithm, so more people get to see it, and it is very much appreciated. Remember, I've got lots of details in the video description, so please do check those out. And I've got so many more hair dye videos if that's your bag here on the channel. I'll link the playlist here to my hair dye, my just hair colouring videos up here. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, you are in perfect time. See you soon.